Living life seeking answers to the many problems that continue to evolve? Whether it's about business, money, relationships, family, or anything, let's talk. Join Alan Cousin of Get Up Radio Media as he talks about anything and everything that the mind can come up with. His motto is, you can't find a solution until you talk about it first. Ready to be informed about life and feel positive daily? Then come listen to Let's Talk with Alan Cousin and get up as a positive new you.
Happy Tuesday. How y'all doing out there? Hello. Yeah. Y'all are all amazing. We're all amazing right on this glorious Tuesday. That's right. Welcome to Let's Talk with Alan Cousin, your host. And as always, I am here to profess how well and great we are and try to give my opinion as well as some facts. And of course, also give your opinion if you actually write me or contact me. Let me know what you think about certain situations that's going on in today's society in this world. So, that's what I try to do because, as I say, you can't come up with a solution until you first talk about the problem. Now, I like to say, first of all, before anything, as always, remember, you are amazing. You don't need anybody to make you, have to know that. You don't have to be proven to you. You were born. You are unique. You have talents that others cannot claim. And you are someone who is worth being here as you live every day. So understand, you are amazing. You are important. You are part of something so phenomenally huge that to this day we still don't understand the ramifications of how important it is to be alive. Now, with that being said, I like to talk about something that I feel needs to be spoken about because I feel like it's becoming more and more prevalent that there is a problem about it, but I don't think we're looking at the proper solutions. And what that problem or that topic that is I like to speak about is transgender and LGBTQ. And the reason I want to talk about that is we are having a lot of individuals and groups out there who are basically saying that it is quote unquote a negative and a tarnishment to be transgender or to be part of the LGBTQ group. And I understand that, people out there, no matter whether they're supposed to or not, love to judge and love to decide how they think they know better and how they should improve the world based on the notions, opinions, and thoughts that they have come up with, not thinking that maybe they should communicate properly to see if those quote-unquote solutions are the proper ones. And of course, these children, because they are feeling a certain way about themselves, feeling like they have found themselves, are becoming exactly what they think they need to. But they're being told by their parents that this is dreadfully wrong, that they shouldn't be doing this. This is a hypocrisy to God and religion, that you are even trying to become something that you should never ever become because it is forthright not religiously correct. Now, my thing is this. I am not the authority on all of these things, but I shall say that the Bible has been modified several times, and that the things that are in the Bible now are not exactly what was in the Bible then. And that there are things in the Bible way back when that you cannot find anywhere in the Bible now. For instance, kerchief. Kerchief was actually in the original Testament, for it was a trifold hood that was worn by those who actually drew rocks and murdered those that they felt was not part of godly society or right. And if you would like to know, this is how the KKK became, because they were formulated way back in the times of Jesus Christ, as they wore kerchiefs, which were white hooded head grows. So, but you cannot find that in the Bible today. You go by the current Bible today, you will not find the word kerchief, Kerchief, though it was originally in the original Testament and original scripture. So my thing is, if you're changing things, taking things in and out of the Bible and books, then how can we righteously know what is considered right and wrong if the original scripture is not original anymore? And you need to think that only one person is allowed to judge, and that person is God. God, even in the Bible, even in the Torah, even in the Greek Orthodox, there is nothing that says that we as humans have the right to judge others. It states that God, and only God, has the right to make judgment on his children, and those that ratify through his life, living under his rules. So that in itself shows that why are we doing what we're not supposed to be doing in the first place? Why are we trying to cause pain and anguish upon someone who is literally trying to discover themselves, find themselves, and more so feel comfortable within themselves to want to continue to live and feel like they're actually worth something? Think about walking and not knowing who you are. Think about walking and feeling ashamed because of how people react to you. Or just simply think about waking up and not understanding why you exist. These are things that we must think about when we decide to utilize our negative euphemisms to go ahead and cast them upon others, because we firmly believe that they are wrong simply because they are not like us, and they don't live like us, and they don't believe like us. Yet we still have approximately 80% of our brain that is still not being utilized. So how is it we are so intelligent enough to know that we are doing right when still 20% is all we're using effectively? It makes me wonder, how is it that we can expect anything to move forward if we continually push back on things that are really not that important, but cause harm, which only makes us move farther back into the past of how we used to be? And you wonder why aliens have yet to, quote unquote, land and speak to us, and simply just continue to observe. And I say this because, can you believe that the History Channel 3 days ago have now confirmed that aliens did not only arrive here in 1951 and have a spaceship crash, but that there is indeed an alien with a name in Area 51 who has been helping the government and helping the Pentagon since 1951. So we now know, without a doubt, the aliens are in existence and are existing on our planet. And you wonder why they don't want to speak with us, confirm with us, to communicate with us, because they probably feel like we are not of yet the logical intelligence and heightened situation of understanding, so that they can acknowledge and speak with us to help us improve ourselves as well as improve others. I mean, we must understand that judgment, prejudice, pride, and other forms of negativity will in no way help us to achieve greatness. Unity, diversity, and having morals will help us to move forward. But yet we are still in our little box thinking that we know so much, when in actual fact we truly know so little. And it makes me interested to see that fear has become such a beast in our world, and fate is becoming more and more of a mouse, as people don't believe when they pass away or die that there's anything afterwards. And people are so afraid of the majority that they are following them mindlessly without actually considering their own quote-unquote thoughts, their own emotions, and moving forward based on what they believe in as right and wrong in their morals. I don't understand, I don't really know what to say about this world and about the people and the existence of those who are here. Because it seems as if we are losing touch and losing sight with ourselves, and that we are not understanding that we are supposed to move forward, not move backwards. And I want to talk to those out there. I want to say to those out there who feel that they are not like others or don't feel correctly like they're themselves. Go forward. Find out who you are. Look into yourself. And do not be afraid to promote whatever it is that you find. Because it is your life. It is your mind. It is your body. And you should have the right to dictate and denote and establish who you are and show that and display that to others. You should not be enslaved to be forced to do something that you feel is not right. Now, granted, if it's illegal, I understand, or if it's a situation that may cause death or perishment towards others, that's different. But just to be able to be who you are and want to be who you are and be seen, be loved, but more so be honored and respected for who you are, I see no reason why others, as well as myself, and more so yourself, cannot do that. And more so love you for being you. For as I said, and as I will always say, we are all amazing. Because we all have something unique about us. We all have talents about us. We all have the ability to do things that others cannot do. And we were all born in God's image to be who we need to be, as we are still and always will be loved by God. So I don't understand why people can't just allow others to be who they want. Don't force your children to be like you. You act as if you are perfect. You act as if you have done nothing wrong in your life. You act as if you know so much that you cannot be taught anything more. Yet we all know the truth. And the truth is that you have been imperfect. You have made mistakes. And you truly don't know enough to be able to proclamate and control others and force them to be something that they rather not. Why can't we learn, America? Why can't we understand? Why can't we get it through our heads that it is righteous to allow others to discover themselves, to become themselves, and more so to respect and love themselves? But yet fear is proclamated and forced upon so many daily that they have no idea what they can do, and they're afraid to show it. And these shootings, it has appeared now that Washington, D.C. has now made a law to ban rifles and semi-automatic rifles. And I'm waiting to see how many more states will follow. But of course, now there are people out there that are all screaming and shouting about how their Second Amendment has been taken away and is being affected. Do you not understand that back in the 1700s, when these laws and Constitution was invoked, that there were not highways created, there were not busy metroplexes out there, and people lived on the land by themselves, grew their own crops, had their own cattle, and therefore needed something to protect their land against others, as there were no police. You could just dial 911 to get there in a righteous amount of time. But yet people just utilize the old laws for current present days when you must remember how those laws were conveyed, how those laws were produced, and why those laws were invoked. And in all honesty, why do we need to kill each other? I thought we were there for love and peace, not war. I thought we used to say, make love, make peace, not war. But clearly, things have changed. Clearly, the situation has become very radical and is no longer methodical, according to logic and things that we should look at and understand from one point of view. Being open-minded and seeing what it is we can become, instead of being closed-minded and continually staying where we are and not moving forward logically, intellectually, or emotionally. I don't understand why we cannot allow the humanity and civilization to move forward and become a better part of what we are meant to be, so that we can one day see a utopia, understand the graciousness of what love means, and respect, and the definition of why respect is so important and needs to be validated daily among us all. I don't understand why we can't allow someone to love themselves and to, quote unquote, allow themselves to be who they feel they are inside, and deal with that, because it is their life, it is their body, and therefore it should be their choice. But yet no, we have to control, we have to patronize to the point of taking away opportunities and choices and decisions, because we need to, quote unquote, do things because they don't know better. And we do, as these individuals who are making these power plays and movements and choices and changes continually say that they know better. But yet they have yet to prove to any of us how, in fact, they know better. I don't understand it. I'm trying my best to not condemn it or judge it myself, because I don't believe in judgment. I don't believe in judging others. I just believe in understanding. I believe in opening up to a situation of a new world, a new era, a new time, where we can see something different and learn from it as we continue to move forward, only to learn more and understand each other. That's what I see. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I pray for daily. But yet, in response, not because of God, but because of human choice, as we were given from birth, choice, we are continually moving backwards. We are downplaying the situation and system of how greedy, how insignificant we look at each other, and how power hungry and the madness of this power and greed has caused individuals to make radical decisions that are not ineffectively helping, but only hurting the society and civilizations that exist today. When will we wake up from this madness and this dream, this nightmare? For the Matrix is real, and you have a choice to take the blue or the red pill, but understand the choice causes actions and reactions that not only affect you, but also affect those around you and those that are not. I really don't believe we have a true understanding of how our decisions and our choices and our actions, more so, truly affect so many others directly and more so indirectly in this world. So I want to tell those who are listening that are a lesbian or gay or bisexual or queer or transgender, it is okay. You should be who you are. If that is how you feel, if that's what makes you feel right, if that's what makes you feel good, if that's what makes you feel loved, then please, by all means, be loved. by all means, show yourself, your true form, and take it fully so that others can see it, understand it, appreciate it, and more so, respect it. I see you. I hear you. And I respect you. And I want others out there to listen and understand the importance of this respect. For none of us are not flawed. None of us cannot say we are perfect. And none of us can say we truly understand anything and everything about the world, civilization, and more so the Bible and our creation. Because we do not. We are forever learning as we continue to make mistakes and flaws, but still trying to move forward from those mistakes and experiences to in fact become better and have a better humanity among this world. But we must understand that we are not doing any justice for any of us if we do not work together, communicate with each other, and have the understanding and openness to believe and allow others to speak their truth, their thoughts, so that we may understand the reasoning behind their choices. When will we allow this so that we all can move forward and that we can finally have true history be taught, be seen, be heard, and not continue to live this form of his story that we are still learning and being told is the correct version of the life and civilization of humankind. We must stop. We need to stop. And if you have the opportunity to stop and help it, then do so. Do not be afraid to protect those that need protection. Do not be afraid to speak righteously upon how this needs to be, because it is, by all facts, the truth. And the truth shall set you free. And the truth shall and needs to be heard by many. But I feel like the fear has been engaged to the point that so many are afraid to be truthful, are afraid to show themselves, are afraid to understand the complexity of what humans are, and by understanding that complexity can understand that yes, we can be one way at the beginning and yet be something else at the end. Because understand, when we were born knowing nothing, and we start to learn from those who engage us, who we experience, and who we speak with and observe, to then hopefully know something. I don't think we think about that logic, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think we engage the understanding of what logic really is, and more so the conversation of knowledge and being able to be knowledgeable enough and understanding to yet not be judgmental. So I respect those who are out there who are lesbians. I respect those out there who are bisexuals. I respect those out there who are gay. I respect those out there who are transgender. It is your right. It is your right as a mortal. It is your right as a human. It is your right as a soul of God, a child of God, to be able to be who you would like to be, to show that in your actions and your words, and to understand that it is your decision, because your decision is basically based on who you should be and how you should live by your standards, and not by other people who try to place standards on you. Because in the end, when we all finally die and no longer are fully breathing and living in this world, we will understand then how judgment has done so little, but how believing and understanding each other has done so much. And that's why I am saying to you, allow others to be who they need to be and let themselves be set free so that they may be enriched with the profanity of love, the gesture of kindness, and more so understanding that they are important and they do exist. Because like I said, each and every one of us, all of you, are simply amazing. Never forget that. Because it's just very true. So, before I continue on, I'd like to go ahead and play a song because I feel that people out there need to hear a little music, a little inspiration, a little bit of verbiage to help you realize how important you are and how necessary it is that you should become who you need to be so that you can respect yourself, be respected by others, be loved by others, but also more so love yourself. So this is Supermodel by RuPaul. Enjoy. And there you have it. Good old RuPaul, supermodel, better work. 62 years old, and I must say, not looking that bad at all there, RuPaul, at 62, you know. I mean, come on. I guess he'll be around for quite a long time, I'm pretty sure. He's going through a lot, and look at him now. Because, yes, we do go through a lot of negativity. Yes, we do have negative situations that are overbearing and sometimes fundamentally mentally destructive and even emotionally more so than physically destructive towards us. But we have to understand that we have to push forward. We have to not give in. We have to understand that we are important, that we are amazing, and that no matter what others believe or think of us, we have something that is necessarily good, and that we are unique, and we are strong, and we deserve to be here just like everyone else. We need to understand that. We must understand that. And just like we must understand it for ourselves, we must understand it for others. And that's why I am talking today. That's why I am speaking today, to let you know that you better work. And you better not stop, because you deserve to be who you are. And you deserve to be respected for who you have become and shall be. And I know it's hard. I understand. I can't understand fully, of course, because I am not you. You are not me. But I can at least say that I've been through a lot of torment and pain myself, to the point that I do understand somewhat, and in understanding that much, I am here to support you, and I am here to let you know that you are amazing, and that you deserve to be you, and that no one should stop you from being you, because you were born and meant to be you. We need to understand that. So with that being said, let's think about that. Let's think about others when we see them, and think about how we can become negative towards them or positive. Because I'm sure when we walk and do things, we don't want anyone to be negative towards us. We want people to praise us, to love us, to respect us. So wouldn't you want to do the same to those as you would like them to do to you? Let's think about this. Let's balance the equation, shall we? Because, trust me, if we unbalance the world, then civilization will soon be non-existent. Am I right, y'all? Yeah, that's right. You understand. You understand. Yeah, see, you understand too. We all need to understand. Because the sooner we understand each other, the sooner we shall be together a form of humanity that has never been seen before and shall never be destroyed after. So this is Alan Cousin with Let's Talk, saying to you, I see you, I hear you, I believe in you, and I'm here for you. But as RuPaul said, you better work, and don't you give up now, you hear? Till then, have a wonderful day, and never, ever not love yourself. Have a good day.
Thank you for listening to Let's Talk with your host, Alan Cousin. If you have any questions that need answers or wish to be on the show, feel free to email us at letstalk@getupradio.com. And if you have a moment to rate, subscribe, and leave a review wherever you listen to your podcasts, we'd really appreciate it. Remember to get up, smile, and live life positively, as you are an amazing person.